The guy who has been the driving force of success in Florence is their athletic director, Dr. Josh Looney. Now, after Media Day, Mo went one-on-one with him and chatted about the rise of the Lions athletic program.
All right, everyone, we're hanging out with Dr. Josh Looney, the athletic director for the University of North Alabama. Dr. Josh, another academic and athletic season is upon us. How do you feel about going into this new year?
This is an exciting time of year for everybody across the country, but extra special here at North Alabama as we'll have a lot of firsts, new programs, new conference, and of course a new stadium that this community has been waiting for really since our history, and for sure document the last 50 years. So opening Bank Independent Stadium is a special exclamation point on an exciting 2026 ahead.
Indeed. We'll talk about Bank Independent a little bit more in just a second. But, hey, let's talk about the new conference situation. Of course, the ASUN, UAC, everything all coming together, collaborative effort. But I know a year ago you said these were things that were in the works, but you're now probably glad to see it's finally come to fruition.
Yeah, we're excited to join a football-based conference in the FCS level, and a lot of familiar faces from the Atlantic Sun Conference. And it's coming at a great time. We think that the level of play will be more competitive from top to bottom in the UAC with a lot of great peer programs. And we think it's coming at a great time for us is 3 years is full membership in the Atlantic Sun Conference. We started seeing championships and all sports trophies and marks. So a great way to keep forging ahead and raising our profile here in Division I.
Indeed. For the football standpoint, of course, they're going to be playing in some very, very fancy digs this year, starting off in Huntsville, playing at Joe Davis Stadium against a solid Sanford program. Kind of just take us back, what led to the opportunity for UNA to come to the Rocket City and play a game?
We're so excited about our partnership that we've had in Huntsville and Madison County and just the entire North Alabama region. And to be able to come and play the first Division I football game in that beautifully renovated stadium is fantastic. And to do it with an in-state program in Sanford, it was a time where we both needed a week 0 game, and to meet on a neutral site with both our fan bases. It's been an awesome experience, and we can't wait to open up Joe Davis to Division I football here at the end of this month.
Indeed. Now, of course, a few weeks later, Bank Independent will finally open up for the football team. A lot of excitement as UNA will take on Alcorn State. A lot of purple and gold that day as well. Talk about that day that you're already seeing so far ahead, but it's so close, and how exciting will it be?
Yeah, by hosting Alcorn, we made sure we had a school with the same colors, so it'll be a sellout crowd, and it'll look like everybody's for UNA is what we'll go with. But no, we're so excited about this stadium that will open. It's going to be a best-in-class experience, quality environment for everyone, and something the Shoals has been waiting for quite some time. Joel Erdman, who just retired at South Alabama, he did something similar. He was a former AD here, but from Ladd Peebles to Hancock Whitney, and he said, these things don't happen often. Enjoy every bit of it. And now for the last 2 years of build, we've been enjoying every single day in process and progress, and now we're going to get to open it this September.
Certainly, and of course, football is not the only team that's going to benefit from it. Of course, Coach Walker and the soccer team will have an opportunity to play in there, and clearly he's excited about a new place to play.
Well, we think it will be a differentiator for our women's soccer program. We'll be able to treat it like a football game day, from hype videos to instant replays on huge video boards, things you just don't have in women's soccer at most places. And then the events that we'll have outside of athletics. It's a multi-purpose, multi-event venue, so we can't wait for the imagination of what's to come at Bank Independent Stadium, from concerts to academic functions to festivals, you name it. We want to host it at Bank Independent Stadium.
Of course, you're the director of athletics, but academics plays a huge role in how athletics goes. And one thing you talked about is the growth, especially not just the growth for the athletic programs, but of course the student population. I know they work hand in hand, so when you and Dr. Kitts kind of look at how that growth is coming along, how does that make you feel?
We've said for the last 5-6 years, athletically needs to catch up to the school academically, because they were doing incredible, innovative things, and we're starting to catch up, but they raised the bar every year as well. Our highest academic ratings we ever had. We continue to grow in enrollment. UNA, it's an awesome time to be part of it. This community has embraced us, from the attendance that we set to it matters right here in the Shoals and throughout North Alabama. So we're fortunate to have a school and a community that are growing both on and off the field.
And look, just on a final note, of course, the NCAA and college athletics, it continue to change, but it seems like UNA has been either setting the curve or above the curve, or making sure you're kind of just keeping up with the Joneses. What goes into kind of making sure that you guys are following the rules and making sure that everything is working out well here in Florence?
Yeah, obviously you have to adapt, and I think for the biggest thing for us is energy and optimism. Sometimes with college athletics right now and the rapid changes, it's easy to get negative. And when you're negative and on what's changing in front of you, you're not capturing what's in front of you. So we know who we are. We know our scope in the FCS level. We know what this community is capable of, and we just try to embrace it. Even if there's some things that are challenging, we don't agree, you embrace it with optimism and energy, and you adapt. And I think we've done a great job of that, and we're ready for the future and what's ahead.
All right, get excited. We are just about a month away from September the 19th, the day when the Lions officially open Bank Independence Stadium against Alcorn State. Kickoff on that day is set for 6 p.m. in Florence. But the Lions will begin the year right here in Huntsville on August 29th in the Story Financial Partners Bowl against Sanford. Kickoff at Joe Davis Stadium is set for 6 p.m. during Week 0.